All right, hello and good evening to tonight's Canyon View High School flag football game matchup tonight, varsity flag football girls between the Canyon View High School Jaguar and the Desert Mountain Wolves. Tonight's broadcast is through CVTV tonight. We'll be broadcasting live the action for tonight's game between the Jaguars and the Wolves. Jaguars coming in off of a big win yesterday. They are now a record of 6-1, and the Wolves have a record of 4-6. So we're going to see how well these two teams go at it today. Looking at the stats for this game, we got Caitlin Jewell. She's coming in with a lot of yardage. We all know she's a thrower. She can pass. She's got target very well with her targets. She is able to find that receiver and hit her in the hands. And so far, the receivers have been doing pretty well with catching. Mackenzie Pope, speaking of receivers, she is doing very well. She's about 65 yards per game receiving this year so far. On the other side of the football, we got Macy Bassett. She's been averaging about 7, nearly 8 tackles per game. She's the senior linebacker from last season as the defending Arizona State Defensive Player of the Year award. We also have some other defensive players that are new to the game this year. Ari Richardson, she's been playing very well both sides of the ball. And, of course, Mackenzie Pope, she's also been playing both sides of the ball as well. Now, some other wide receivers to look at tonight. We got Jayla Flowers. She's been doing very well. She's been scoring at least a touchdown a game when she's healthy. We also looking at, like I said, Mackenzie Pope, who seems to be Caitlin Jewell's #1 go-to player for the season so far. They've been connecting very well so far this season. The other side of the ball, let's look at Desert Mountain. Desert Mountain, now they've been doing pretty well. They've been averaging with Lily Goodwin, that's passing the quarterback, number 42. She's been averaging about 278 per game, according to Max Preps. With her receiver Bella Aguirre, the go-to receiver that she likes to go to, she's been averaging about 89 receiving yards per game. Tackles on the other side for their defense, Desert Mountain's defense, number 22, Madeline Nadeau. She's been averaging about 5 flag pulls per game. So coming into this matchup, it seems on paper pretty level coming into this game. We'll see how this goes. Like I said, Canyon View is on their record this year is 6-1. With Desert Mountain out of Scottsdale. Their record is 4-6 coming into tonight's matchup. Now, talking to Coach Beal about this game, or actually about the whole season, since this is the first game back, or the second game back from fall break, going into the second half of their season. I asked him a little bit about how he would grade his team going into the second half of the season. So what his grade would be for his team for the first half. And he was very ambitious with this grade. He gave his team about a B+ to an A-. Well, he started out with an A-, but he dropped it back down to a B+ because there were just some things that he feels like he needs to work on as a coach, and he really wants his players to start working on to improve, especially with football IQ. So football IQ is a big proponent to Coach Beal's success on the field this year, and he feels like that they can improve it even more with the football IQ, meaning basically why to run a route, or why to be in this certain defensive scheme that's going to cause interceptions or cause the quarterback to have to scramble, but for players to stay in their lane and to have that IQ of certain, especially why they're doing it. Of course, the plays are right there on their wrist. They can see the plays. They can see what they're doing. They understand the plays and know what their positioning is, but the IQ is to Coach Beal really wants them to improve on their IQ. Which, if they do improve on their IQ and stay in their lanes, know the reason why they're there, in especially with route running. He did mention talking about offensive plays. It's as almost as if we, as a little kid, those of you who were in soccer growing up or any type of sport, the little kids, all they want to do is kick the ball. So you have all of the players, especially in soccer, all the little kids, all they want to do is be next to the ball. There's no positioning. There's no sort of, it's like organized chaos. And for this team, especially being so young and having a lot of girls who are very athletic and they come from other sports, coming to play football is a whole different can of worms. So Coach really wants the players to know why they are doing something, why they are route running. Even if they're not going to get the ball, thrown their way, to always expect the ball to be thrown their way, but to have their route running, to take a defender away, to open up a gap for where the ball's going to go. So he's looking at that to improve in the second half. That's something that he feels is a reason why he wouldn't give his team an A or an A plus. Some of the athletes that he has mentioned, I asked him about what or who he's noticed that has most improved this season, and a couple people he talked about, 2 on defense, 2 on offense. So Maddie Smith, he mentioned first, who has been doing very well with. She's a second-year player. She played on the team last season, so she knows football. But he's noticed that she has learned the art of playing both sides of the ball. So she's improved very well with catching, and also with being the center and being able to snap the ball to her quarterback. Another player is Cami Valencia, who I believe is new to the football, but she's learning how to read the defense. He's noticed that she has definitely learned how to, stay in her lane, stay in her zone, and to read where the defense is, which is really going to help, obviously, with the defense to shut down the offense. She's also learning a little bit about the middle linebacker position. So coach is looking, of course, he's looking to the next season. Not so much right now, but he sees, he wants to see the future of who can take the senior spots. Now, right now, Macy Bassett, she's the senior linebacker, second year playing on the team. She's a senior this year, so she won't be there next season. He's kind of grooming Cami Valencia to learn that middle linebacker position. So being able to, and she's also getting some great advice and some great mentorship from Macy Bassett, who currently right now is the starting middle linebacker. Another player is Jada White. He was really excited about Jada White. Something that he's noticed about her is being patient, learning patience, and learning to find her role on this team, learning the role. Now, she's a very great athlete, and it seems like Coach has put her up on a pedestal because he really wants her to learn the game, and he's also patiently waiting to put her into the game. And so far, as she comes off the bench currently, but when she is in the game, she makes things happen. And that's one thing that he has really enjoyed about having Jada on the team is he sees a lot of potential in her. The last player that he mentioned is Ari Richardson. Of course, she's our speedster. She's that cornerback, and he's noticed that she's really improved with that cornerback position. She anticipates the ball. She sees where it's going. She stays in her lane. She's learning her football IQ is improving. She's also a receiver and a running back. So she, Coach Beal said that it was really he was wondering who's going to take over Aaliyah Oliver's position. Well, Aaliyah Oliver's gone, and he thinks Ari Richardson is the one to do that. Now we're back to football. Kickoff. Canyon View. Ball has gone out of bounds over there by the 20-yard line. And that's a penalty. That's going to bring the ball up to, the officials are discussing where it's going to go. Canyon View did win the toss and they deferred to Desert Mountain. So going back to Ari Richardson, she's going to be an upcoming type of Aaliyah Oliver type of player where she's quick, she's fast, she knows the game, and he's really looking forward to seeing what Ari can do. All right, here we go. This is the first play of the game. Canyon View in defense. Looking to pass, and it's picked off first play. And she's going to take the ball all the way into the end zone. First play of the game. Unbelievable. That was Zariah. She is our freshman. Number 6. Coach has got to be happy with that. That's that IQ that he was referring to. Staying in her lane, staying in her spot, finding her man, and anticipating that ball. And that's exactly what she did. It's exactly what Coach has been coaching these girls to do. And this could be a very long night tonight with a start like that from Desert Mountain. Canyon View set to get that extra point on there. This is Cassidy Siegel. She's been the kicker for the last 2 seasons. And the kick is up. And it is no good. That's a point taken down off the board. It's 6-0. Canyon View has the lead. I don't know if you can hear that song that's playing, but tonight's going to be a good night. And I think so far it's going to be a good night. All right, so we got Desert Mountain. They're going to start again on the ball on the 30-yard line. So that's number 42, Lillian Goodwin. She's their quarterback, lefty out there. And notice she's a lefty. She's back, looking to pass again. Passes off to her left, incomplete. To number 43, that's Jaden Berger. Incomplete pass, brings up 2nd down. Canyon View's in a deep zone. Again, she looks left, passes down the middle, complete to Rihanna Ortiz, straight up the middle for about 6 yards. And that's her go-to girl, too. Rihanna Ortiz picking up a lot of yards each game. And that brings up a 3rd down and short about 2 yards. They rush 1. And complete. That's to number 44. That's Sydney Hefsey. All right, that's a 1st down. Ball about the 44-yard line. She's looking to pass again, and she does. And she gets it back almost to the 50-yard line. That's to Carolyn Workman. Gain of about 6 yards on that. brings up a second down and about 11 yards. Single back. Tosses. Throws it up. And it gets picked. Oh, nearly picked off again by Zariah Odom. Almost had her second pick of the night. Desert Mountain trying to do a little trickaroo, and it was deflected and nearly picked off by Zariah. All right, here's third down and long. Same setup. Fakes it. Looks deep, and it's picked off on the other side. That's Ari Richardson. She's immediately taken down. But we had the ball going back to Canyon View. That was a great setup over there. See, that's the thing with Ari Richardson. She's really learning that corner position there, where she just stayed. She stayed. She checked the quarterback out. She knew there's a man behind her, but she also knew that there was a coverage behind her as well, which led to that interception. All right, this is our first opportunity to see Caitlin Jewell and the offensive prowess, and quick pass off to Mackenzie Pope, and she works her way past two defenders, and she's on her way all the way to the end zone, and nobody's going to catch her. One pass, 3-4 missed tackles, and we got a touchdown on the board for Mackenzie Pope. That's her first touchdown of the evening. Perhaps many more to come. But that's the Canyon View offense right there. They don't waste any time. They find those spots, find the man, the open girl, get her the ball, and just let her do her thing. Mackenzie Pope has got a lot of yards after catch. She's very elusive. She can find that spot. She gets around girls. She's able to dip that hip. If anybody's ever seen that before, it's pretty amazing in flag football. It's a way to elude any type of defender trying to grab that flag. And Cassidy kicks the ball up, and it's good this time. It brings us to a score of 13-0. Just under 9 minutes left to go in this first quarter. So Coach must be pretty happy with how things are going so far. I would say that some of the things that he was talking about with my interview with him is panning out. Now, Desert Mountain is 4-6. They're not a stellar team, and Canyon View is definitely, they're ranked number 3 in the state currently. Quick snap, direct snap to number 26, Rihanna Ortiz, their running back, and she may get a yard or two. So this is nothing new for Canyon View. They like to throw. They're looking for yardage and touchdowns, high score, and also the defense. They're looking to intercept and get that ball back as soon as possible. And we got 3-girl rush. She gets a pass off to number 43. That's Jaden Berger. Quarterback was very composed right there. She saw 3 girls coming at her, and she did not hesitate. She found the open girl. And we got a third down and 2, 3. Quick pass, and it's broken up by Mackenzie Pope. She plays both sides as well. I've noticed that Desert Mountain is passing a lot of short passes. Maybe to try to set up a long pass, maybe to try to set up something different. Looks like Canyon View is going to be going man. They bring 2, and they get the pass, and it's right behind 31, Caroline Workman. quarterback Lillian couldn't quite get the ball to her receiver who's cutting across the field. Threw it behind her. That brings up, oh, that was fourth down. Okay, that was fourth down. They went for it on fourth. That leaves Canyon View with very seriously great field positioning. Canyon View going with 4 wide, 2 blockers. Quick pass out to the left. Gives it off to Cami Valencia for the reception. About 10 yards there. Brings it a 2nd and 10. Canyon View looking to put the ball across that end zone. Caitlin rolls right. Quick pass off to the right to number 8, Macy Bassett. She takes it all the way right, gets past one defender, nearly made it past the second defender. She's able to pull that flag. Great flagful by Matilda Lister over there on that right side of the field. She was the last one, last man standing over there. If she didn't grab that flag, it would have been an easy touchdown by Canyon View. And they were steamrolling down this field already. Ball on the 10-yard line. 1st and goal. Fake handoff. Throws it to the end zone. Oh, nearly picked off by Desert Mountain. Trying to get the ball to Ari Richardson. And now it's her first incomplete pass of the night. 2nd down and goal. Four wide, 2 blockers. Caitlin looks left, throws left, and just underthrows Liz. Tried to go outside shoulder to the pylon and was unable to connect with Liz. Liz had to come back to the ball. But she did throw it to actually really a spot where the defenders couldn't get it, and only her receiver Liz only had a chance. She was the only one that had a chance to get that ball. So placement, that's Caitlin right there. She's able to place the ball very well to spots that her receivers can get it. She drops back, throws a quick chunk pass to number 4, Ari, and she's able to get all the way down to the 1-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th and 1. Scratch that. Nope. Unscratch that. That is a 4th down. So 4th and 1, 4th and goal. 1 yard to go. Let's see what Coach Manny pulls out of his pocket here. Going trips left side. Single. That must be Mackenzie Pope. Up there. In motion. Pope. Quick pass to Pope. And she gets it. Beautiful pass. Motion. Step. Turn. To the corner. The defense had no chance against that pass. That was a great pass play. Manny. All right, so now we got a score of 19-0, 3:37 left to go in the first quarter. Cassidy up to kick the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. That brings the score 20-0. Just a little less than 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. Canyon View on a commanding lead. Really, Desert Mountain hasn't had much of a chance to do much on offense because of Canyon View's defense so far. They've been able to get a few passes down the middle. We'll see if they can bounce back and push their way down this field, which may be difficult with this Canyon View defense. Here's a pass. She's looking to go deep. She does. And another interception. That's number 4, Ari Richardson, again with the interception. And she was able to run it back a few yards before she got flagpole. That's 2 interceptions tonight for Ari. And that's going to put Canyon View back on offense again. And they're going 4 wide. Snap. Deep pass again. Finds Pope, but just over her head. We got a flag on the play. Maybe illegal blocking. Yep. That's an illegal block on number 8, Macy. She's getting a little overexcited about that one. So that's going to push the ball back 5 yards. But they still haven't got across that 40-yard marker yet. So it should be second down. Ball placed about the 48-yard line of Desert Mountain. Snap. Quick pass to Ari. She's got a lot of room over there. She takes advantage of it. Get past the first defender, the second defender. Was able to pull her down, pull the flag. That's Kiana. Able to rip that flag. If she didn't get that ball or that flag, Ari would have found the end zone again. So that's a first down. Those of you new to football, flag football, there's only 3 first down. That's every 20 yards. So it's the 20, the 40, the other 40, and the other 20. You have 4 downs to get 20 yards. Quick pass to Liz out to the right, and she's got a lot of room, and she's going to easily make it into the end zone. That's another touchdown for Canyon View. That brings the score 26-0. I could say that this game is officially gotten out of hand. Yes, I said 26-0, still the first quarter, 2:35 left to go. Cassidy is up to kick again. And it's up. And no good. Cassidy's been up and down with her place kicking this year. Not as consistent as she was last season. She only missed 1 last season, which was the one that cost Canyon View the state title. This season she's been a little bit more inconsistent, up and down with these extra points. All right, we got a quarterback change on Desert Mountain. Can't quite see who it is, but once I find out, I'll let you know. She rolls right, and the defender's attempting to get the flag. She knocks the ball out of her hand. It's number 31, Caroline Workman. She's going into quarterback now. I'm sorry, not 31. 41, Allison Ortiz. She's in at quarterback and was unable to find anybody open. So she dropped the ball. That's going to bring the ball back all the way to the 20-yard line. That's a 10-yard loss. 19-yard line. That's an 11-yard loss. Desert Mountain lining up on trips on the left side. Looks left. She's going to run it. And she's not going to make it very far. That's number 8, Macy Bassett, with the flagpole. That's 41. Allison Ortiz on the quarterback sneak. I think she may have lost 2 yards on that. Brings up a 3rd down and very long. Kennedy line up in zone. Caroline rolls out to the left. Looks a pass, fakes a pass. She's going to run it. She's still running it. No one's grabbed her flag yet. Finally, she gets past 2 defenders. She makes it all the way across the field to the 40-yard line of Canyon View. However, there's a penalty on the floor, on the ground. That's an illegal block on Desert Mountain. That's not good. That's about how good their luck's been tonight. That was a 60-yard run that's going to be taken back because of an illegal block. An illegal block consists of you really can't move. You can't follow. I don't believe you can mirror. You can mirror the player, but you can't use your hands. You can't block like tackle football. You really can't even touch anybody. You kind of just have to stand there, let them go around you. And looked like the defender was a little bit handsy and moving too much, and the official felt like it was an illegal block, which is going to bring the ball all the way back. That's going to lead to a 3rd down and extremely long again. They're lined up in an I formation. Here's a snap. Fake handoff. She rolls left, and she's going to get tackled, sacked back behind the 10-yard line, 9-yard line. Canyon View Jaguars have not allowed a lot of yardage for Desert Mountain this evening. That's going to bring up a 4th down, and they're going to punt it. Here's the punt. Ari with the ball. Gives it to Pope, and they sniffed that out. They sniffed that one out quickly and grabbed her flag about the 30-yard line. That's going to bring Canyon View back out on the offense. We'll see. It's 26-0. First quarter about ready to close. 19.3 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if they try to score one more before this quarter is over. They don't need to, but we'll see what they do. Caitlin back by herself. Got quads on one side. Scratch that. Pope moving over to the other side. Trips. Oh, we got a fake Statue of Liberty play. Gives it to Ari. She delays a bit, and she's able to pick up some yardage. Her flag falls off, so automatically she's down where her flag is. Well, that was a trick play. That's going to bring the ball all the way up to the 10-yard line. That was the first we've seen a trick play like that from Canyon View. All right, that brings us to the end of the first quarter. We got 26-0. Canyon View is on top, and we will be right back after this break. Come join us. All right, welcome back to Canyon View High School on this beautiful evening. Caitlin drops back. Quick chuck pass to Ari. Oh, and her flag falls off just before she was able to get into the end zone. So that's going to be another dead ball right there where the flag falls off. And we got a beautiful night here tonight. Finally, Arizona's decided to cool down a little bit. We got a nice cool breeze. We got a full moon, it appears. I think it's full moon tonight. Great night for some football. So we got second down with about 5 yards to go to get to the end zone. Caitlin just sits back there, throws it up, and it's incomplete. Trying to find Jayla Flowers for the touchdown, and that was incomplete. That's going to bring up a third down. The middle's been wide open for Canyon View tonight. Not sure who Caitlin was. I know she's trying to go to Flowers, but there was a congested area right there. So we got third down and goal. Looks to throws to the right and just off the fingertips. Caitlin let it out there a little bit too far. That's Liz. She was unable to bring that ball in just off her fingertips. That's going to bring down fourth down and 4 to go. Here's the snap. Caitlin rolls right. Down the middle to Ari Richardson for the grab and the touchdown. Another touchdown from Ari. Sorry, that is her first touchdown. That brings in Cassidy. She's going to go in for the extra point. So speaking of coaches most improved, that was Ari Richardson is one of the athletes that he had mentioned being one of those athletes that he has noticed that has really stepped up her game. He feels like she's in the kick is up and good. That brings it to 32-0. 10 minutes left to go in the first half. Go back to Ari Richardson. She's taken the role, according to Coach Beal, the role of Aaliyah Oliver, who is a great player. She's moved on to play football in college. I believe Kansas Wesleyan football. So we know that she was a great asset to the team last season, and she's moved on playing flag football with her career. So Ari Richardson, as we can see, she's a dynamic, stellar player who is learning her role very well. Here's the snap. She looks to throw right down the middle. Completed to number 33. She gets her flag pulled quickly. That's Kathleen Comfort. She was able to get about 10 yards on that play. Passed it right down the middle. I like that name, Comfort. That brings up first down. They got the ball just past the 40-yard line. So that's going to give them a first down and 20. Quarterback rolls right, tries to go left, and she gets taken down the backfield by Madison Smith, known by Maddie. Actually, she's not Madison at all. She's just Maddie Smith. She's able to get to that quarterback quickly for her first sack of the night. Yeah. Someone will tell you. Straight up the middle, gets back to the line of scrimmage and gets flag pulled by Canyon View. That brings up a third down Third down and long. They got to get all the way to the 40-yard line of the other side of the field to get a first down. They're currently on the 39-yard line. It seems like Allison Ortiz, the backup quarterback, has been able to get a couple more plays in there. She seems to be finding those receivers, getting some completions, and pushing the ball downfield a little bit more. Fake handoff, goes right, gets met quickly. I believe that's Flowers over there. Yes, it is. Jayla Flowers was able to get that flag very fast. Jayla Flowers, as everybody may know or may not know, she's also a basketball player. She was on the Arizona State champions basketball team last season. So we know she's an athlete. So she's coming over and playing flag football. She's one of those athletes that coach has talked about being an athlete. We already know she's an athlete, but she needs to learn football. And I think she's definitely learning football and trying to get that football IQ up a little higher. But she's been playing very great football. Desert Mountain is going to punt. Gets it to Pope. Hands it to Ari. She gets around the first defender, trying to find a spot, and she's gets taken down about the 42-yard line of Desert Mountain. Those two back there for the punt return, Mackenzie Pope and Ari Richardson, they're a dynamic duo, to say the least. They are both quick and fast. Whoever gets the ball back there is going to make a play. That brings Canyon View first down. And about 7 yards to go to the 40-yard line. Caitlin pulls a lounge chair out because she's not having much pressure. She sits there. She was able to connect with, once again, Mackenzie Pope over there for the first down. Gets the ball about the 6-yard line. So that's going to bring up a first down. And about 17 to go. Caitlin and Mackenzie Pope have been hooking up tonight. 4 wide, 2 blockers. Caitlin looking, throws deep, and connects. That's going to be a score again. That's Kaylani Tucker with the reception, the run-in, and the score. Another score from Canyon View High School. That's gonna bring the score 39-0. 6 minutes left in the first half of this game. Speaking of the coaching staff, talked a little bit about Coach Beal, and the kick is just short, extremely short. Go back to the coaches again. Speaking about what kind of coaches they are, Coach Beal, he says that they have a defensive mindset of Coach and Coach Mo, and offensive mindset in Coach Manny, and Coach Beal is just kind of over everything right now, managing the team that way, and he believes that the coaches have seriously a dynamic mindset. They've covered all aspects of what they need to cover. The end goal, though, however, for the girls is just to be successful, and to be successful in life and in the game. Quick pass to the right and gets broken up. Looks like the quarterback, Lily Goodwin, is back in the game with her incompletion off to the right. Here's the snap. Throws it deep. Finds her receiver. And she's able to grab that ball in. That's Sydney Hevesy, wide receiver, junior. Goodwin found an empty hole out there for her receiver. She was able to grab that ball and run it about, say, about 5 yards or so after the run or after the catch. Places the ball 46-yard line of Canyon View. It's the first time Desert Mountain has gotten past the 50-yard line. And we have 4 wide, deep zone for Canyon View. 3 rushers. She throws it deep, finds somebody with the grab. That was a beautiful pass by Goodwin. Finds a receiver, Bella Aguirre. And they were able to haul that in for a 20-yard toss. That puts the ball on the 25-yard line of Canyon View. Desert Mountain is threatening to score here. Canyon View back in zone again. They rush 1, pull back 2. Quarterback scrambles, throws deep to the end zone, and she finds a receiver, Carolyn Workman, for the touchdown. Workman able to find her way behind the defense for the score. That's the first score of Desert Mountain. That brings the score now to 39-6. Just under 3 minutes to go in the game. Caroline Workman, she somehow made it past the defense, found a spot in the end zone, and her quarterback, Goodman, was able to find her for the score. And here's the extra point attempt, and wide left. All right, that brings the score 39-6, keeps it 39-6 without a missed extra point. And we got a clock going. It's nonstop clock. 1:30 to go in the first half of this game. Canyon View High School with the ball, possibly looking to score again. Four wide, looking to go deep. Does for Pope. Oh, nearly picked off by Emerson Randall. Solid defensive play by Randall to knock the ball and nearly pick that ball off. Caitlin got a little too comfortable back there. Desert Mountain did bring the heat. Caitlin's got a scramble, and the ball gets tipped. That's a tipped ball. That's Jaden Berger. And got a timeout. Canyon View timeout. Go back to the coaches. So the coaches, they're definitely a high standard type of coaching squad. They know what they want in their players. They expect near perfection with their players. They expect clear communication between their players, and they have high standards for success. And that's the philosophy and game plan for these coaches with these girls. All right, we're back in action. 39 seconds to go. 3rd down and 10. Caitlin throws. Quick pass to Pope. Pope grabs it, and she hauls it in, but there's a penalty on the ground. The clock is still going. Let's see what the flag was. I'm guessing passing interference. Yep, passing interference on the defense. It's a great grab by McKenzie as he's able to pull that ball in, even with contact like that. So that's going to bring the ball forward from the spot foul, 15 yards. That's going to bring the ball all the way across to the 45-yard line of Desert Mountain. Canyon View is definitely looking to score here. All right, brings up a first down. Automatic first. And the officials are discussing spot of the ball, perhaps. Not sure what they're looking at. Oh, they're going to bring the ball back. So it's a spot foul. Okay, so it's a spot foul. The foul's on the 40, and they're going to add on 5 extra yards. Or maybe the spot foul was on the 45. And he was going to add on 15 yards, but that's not how that works. Passing interference is typically a spot foul, unless there's some type of unnecessary roughness or personal foul, anything like that. All right, here we go. Quick rush to Kayla. She throws the ball tipped off of a defender and nearly picked off again. That's number 20, Teliana. She nearly got her hands on the ball after it was tipped twice off of the offensive and defensive player. Got another timeout. Canyon View, 15 seconds to go in this game. You know they're trying to score. They wouldn't be calling timeouts if they're not trying to score. I imagine they're probably going to go deep here. I see Mackenzie Pope. She's out wide by herself. Same with Liz. Caitlin's passed to both of them deep ball before. And Desert Mountain's rushing 2. Throws it deep to McKenzie, and she's unable to grab the ball. But we have another penalty flag thrown. I'm guessing this is going to be roughing the passer, as the defender ran right into Caitlin as she was throwing. Yep, roughing the passer. Just under 10 seconds to go in this game. They're going to bring the ball all the way up now. It's a 15-yarder. And they're going to place the ball on the 40-yard line. Still well out of range for their field goal kicker, Cassidy. They got one more timeout to go. 10 seconds left. Caitlin. She's looking deep. She's going to throw deep. The Flowers, and not deep enough. That's an incomplete pass. Brings the clock down to 2.6 seconds left in the half. Caitlin just couldn't put enough steam on that ball to get it to Flowers. That was a deep pass. And we have another penalty. Another penalty on the penalty flag on the ground. What do we got here? Oh, we got an illegal block. That's going to bring the ball back all the way to the 50-yard line, which is this ball just keeps on going back and forth and back and forth. Penalty here, penalty there. This is probably going to be the last play of this first half. And it is. She's just going to take a knee. And that's going to bring the clock to 0-0 into the half. Score is 39-6 in favor of Canyon View High School. All right, we are going to cut to a break, commercial break. Come back after the half. We'll see you then. All right, welcome back to Canyon View High School on this beautiful evening. I believe it's in the 70s. I'm no meteorologist. I just feel the temperature outside, and it feels great outside. Nice cool breeze under a full moon. Out here in Arizona, it's finally cooling off after, I believe we had record days of over 100 and 110 degree heat. So it's nice for this weather to finally get down to manageable and normal for being out here. Desert Mountain kicks off, gives it to Ari. She runs to the left, fakes right, and she gets tackled. Flagpole by 45, Hayden Seaman, freshman. Canyon View gets the ball second half. 39-6 going into the second half. Kind of wondering when they're going to maybe bring in the second stringers, but not yet. Kalen, quick pass out to the right, gives it to Pope. Pope snags it, brings it in, and just barely short of the first down. It's going to bring up second down. It's a little slant route by Mackenzie Pope. Quick pass by Caitlin, so accurate. And here we go, second down and short. Direct snap to Ari. She takes it, flips it out to Caitlin, and she grabs it, but gets fumbled. Ball comes out of her hand, and that's going to bring a dead ball. Canyon View trying to do some trickery. I've seen this play before where they do the triple toss. Direct snap. Double toss, I guess. Gets him a first down, though. Brings the ball to the 43-yard line. First down, Canyon View. Continuing their successes in the air. A lot of running today. Another direct snap. Same exact play. Gets it off the Pope. Nope. During Ari's pass to Caitlin, a little toss back there. She grabbed it and immediately got taken down. Flagpole. I'm not really quite sure why they ran that same exact play. I mean, at this point, it's almost practice. So you may see Canyon View go out there and do a couple trick plays, a couple plays they haven't done before, just to kind of do in game practice with another team. We got 4 wide, tight. Flowers out here by herself. Caitlin's got to run, dips it off to Ari. Ari makes it past the first defender. She goes left, then right, and she's got tackled just past the 50-yard line by Madeline Nadeau, the senior. And that's what we're looking for with, that's what the coaches here at Canyon View are looking for from Ari Richardson, to get those yards after the catch type of plays where she's able to elude the defense and get past people quickly with her speed. Caitlin deep back. Gets the ball off quickly again to Ari. She shakes her way down to about the 30 or the 41-yard line, 40-yard line. And that's going to be good for Canyon View first down. Another pass to Ari. Ari doing 3 wide. Nope, 4. Pass off to number 8, Macy Bassett. She's able to grab a couple yards after the catch to the 39-yard line. You may have seen Mackenzie Pope. She's now, they dropped her back to block that play. Maybe trying to get some other girls involved in touching that ball. Oh, we got a penalty flag on Desert Mountain. Again, a little too happy and aggressive with that play. Gets offsides. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. That's going to bring the ball just past the 30-yard line to the 28-yard line. Caitlin drops back, fakes right, throws left to Ari, number 4. Couldn't quite get past the first line of defense. Flag gets pulled quickly just before the 20-yard line by Desert Mountain. It's like number 25, Ava. Candy View pushing the ball as they do, looking to score. Caitlin's had a lot of time back in the backfield to throw these balls. Desert Mountain is rushing 2 right now. Caitlin throws it deep into the end zone for Pope. She's able to bring the ball in. She gets slammed by Desert Mountain, runs right into that defender, bounces off. Looks like they're both okay, although the defender on Desert Mountain is on the ground over there. She may have got the wind knocked out of her. Looks like we got maybe the trainer over there taking a look at her. That was a big collision. Pope running full steam into her defender. No pads out here, by the way. No pads. The girls do have to wear helmets, kind of like the leather helmets from back in the day, back in the early days of football. That's how it is in the 5A, in our district anyway, our region. The girls must wear some type of headgear, and so they elect to wear these kind of semi-padded headgear to deter from having concussions. Although a hit like that's going to cause some damage, I believe. The padding is not going to help that much, especially if they are head-to-head collision on accident, or there's a play like that where you just run into somebody else, and those helmets are not gonna do much. Quarterback and gets sacked in the back by Flowers. Easy rush. It looked like she went right past her and missed the flag, but she was able to get that flag. We do have a substitution. Looks like Macy Bassett is out on the sideline. So it looks like Canyon View is now starting to put in a couple second stringers to finish off this game, finish off this half. Three rushers get in there, able to get that quarterback. Sacked her in the backfield again. Cami Valencia, she's in for Macy Bassett in the linebacker position. If you recall, Cami Valencia is one of the players who Coach Beal has had his eyes on, seeing that she's really improved in her position. Now that, as I mentioned earlier before, she's getting her field at middle linebacker position. We got a ball toss out to the left side, deep pass to number 44, Sydney Hevesy, and just comes up short, unable to bring the ball in. That's going to bring up a fourth down. It's going to take the defense off the field, and the punting unit's going to come in. Got Mackenzie Pope back, and number 2 in for Ari Richardson. Big kick. Pope grabs the ball, fakes it, goes right, gets past the first defender, gets past the second defender, gets past the third, and the fourth was able to grab her flag. That's number 23, Emerson Randall. She's able to get that flag. Good thing she did, because Pope was heading to the end zone for another touchdown if she did not get that flag. And it looks like Caitlin's still in at quarterback. Got trips on the side, tight. Oh, gets it out to Ari with the completed slant pass, able to get out there just past the 20-yard line. It appears that Desert Mountain did not have all their defensive players on the field when the ball was snapped. Not quite sure what happened there. Or they're trying to substitute. All right, now they got everybody there. We got trips wide to the right. Caitlin's got a roll right. And she's going to run. We got kind of a blocker out there. You can't really block in that situation. Liz was just out there, number 7. The officials could have called a penalty on that, but they didn't, because you can't really block downfield. You can't really do any blocking. You almost have to just stand still, and almost like a screen in basketball where you just have to stand still and let the other offensive player go around you. But Caitlin was able to pick up a first down, first and goal from the 7-yard line. Caitlin passed to the corner to Flowers for the touchdown. Jayla Flowers, easy touchdown, gets past that defender to the slant, to the pylon. Able to grab in for that touchdown. That brings the score up to 52-6. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter, coming down to a close. 0-0. Cassidy up for the extra points, and she barely makes it. Cassidy been kind of up and down again with her kicks this year. All right, that's going to be the end of this third quarter. We're going to go to a quick break, come right back, and finish this off. Thank you. All right, welcome back out to Canyon View. Got 3 quarters in the book. Got a quick run to the left and to the right. She's making it all the way past the defender, the defense, basically. Wow, what a run by number 26. She outran all of the defense. Finally, number 11, Jada White, was able to grab her flag. It was about 5 misses. She was almost off to the races. That gives Desert Mountain some decent field position early on in this fourth quarter, where they're in desperate need of a score. Candy View playing deep zone. Quick pass off to the right, quick slant pass, and unable to grab the ball and incomplete. Intended for 31, Caroline Workman. Which Lily Goodwin has been able to get the ball to her a couple of times tonight. Candy View in a zone defense again. Pass caught the middle of the field, just past the 35-yard line. However, there's a penalty flag. We got a push on Canyon View. Not quite sure. All right, looks like the official. Okay, there we go. He looks slightly confused. That's a 10-yarder right there. That's going to be most likely an automatic first down for Desert Mountain. Catch out to the left side, number 45. Hayden Seaman with the grab, able to get up to the 20-yard line. And that's going to, it's going to be first and goal from the 20. Desert Mountain looking to get a score here. They do need a score. I mean, it'd be great to have them score here just for themselves to build up some confidence. Quick chuck play and, fumble. But as we know in flag football, fumbles are automatic dead ball. Quick pass out there to Rihanna Ortiz, her favorite wide receiver. Picked up a few yards. About 8. It's going to put the ball on the 12-yard line. Another zone defensive set for Canyon View. 2 rushers, 3 rushers. Pass to the end zone. Oh, nearly gets picked off by number 21, Cassidy. She's out there now. We know the starters are pretty much on the sideline now. Second string is in there for the Canyon View defense. That's Cassidy, as you may have seen before. She's our place kicker. They putting her back on defense, which she did play last season as well. She played a little bit of defense last year. Brings up a third down and goal. Quarterback throws it out to the left. Short pass, incomplete to Bella Aguirre. That's going to bring up a 4th down and goal. And I see potentially a field goal attempt here. By the Wolves. This is going to be about a 35-yarder. Kick is up. And it's wide left. Had the distance. Just missed wide left. That was a great kick. It's hard to kick those field goals out on this field. They do have in flag football. They do get to kick from a little place kicker thing that raises the ball up somewhat, so it's slightly easier to kick the ball out here. All right, we actually have a new quarterback out there now and a new center. Looks like a whole new offensive set. Quick pass out to Cammy. She grabs the ball, and she's able to get past the 30-yard line. Gets a flag pulled quickly. That's Cammy Valencia. New quarterback out there is Gianna Vega. The first time seen tonight. She actually played last game as well, filling in for Caitlin. Tight set for Canyon View. 2 rushers. Quick pass. Oh, just over the head of Zariah. You maybe remember Zariah earlier on in the game, very first play of the game for Canyon View defense. She's able to get a pick 6, take it all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. And then she nearly had another interception just moments later. So she's out there on offense. Tight set again for Canyon View. 2 rushers. Rolls right. Passes it out to Zariah. Able to connect. And that's going to be placed about the 35, 36-yard line. Oh, it's going to bring 4th down. Canyon View is going to bring their punting unit out. First punt of the game. For Canyon View, that is. And that's our quarterback, Caitlin Jewell, up there kicking the ball. She kicks a pretty decent one. Gets past the first defensive line and was able to get flag pulled by Mackenzie Pope. And then there's a penalty marker. Let's see what the penalty is. It's about a 30-yard punt, 35-yard punt by the quarterback, Caitlin Jewell. There's no flag on the play. They're going to pick it up. That's good because I did not see anything that was going on down there that required a flag to be thrown. So when the official takes his flag and waves it like that, that means they surrendered the flag. So they pulled it back up. Desert Mountain. She's looking long. She throws it, and it gets picked off. That's number 14. That's Gianna Vega. She was just in at quarterback, and she comes back out, plays a defensive set, and gets an interception to put her right back on the field as quarterback. That's one way to get yourself back out there on the field. Get an interception. Now you're back out there at quarterback. But there's some penalties. Looks like perhaps unsportsmanlike conduct on both sides of the ball. And those penalties are going to offset. So call stands, interception stands. Canyon View ball about the 35-yard line. First down. Snap. Blitz. Gets it off to Maddie. She shakes and bakes, tries to get past the first 2 defenders and was unable to. Gets her flag pulled. Gianna saw that blitz coming quickly and gets it out to Maddie on a quick slant pass. Clock is rolling with about 2:45 left in this game. Those of you who don't know, the clock rolls like this when one team is leading the other team by 40 points, I believe, or so. Oh, she tries to get past the defense, but she gets sacked in the backfield by Hayden Seaman, the freshman from Desert Mountain. That's one thing that's hard to do, I've noticed, in flag football. Tackle, you can break a tackle fairly easily, I think, depending on what kind of football player you are. But flag football, on the other hand, there's 3 flags, and you got to pull it. So if there's somebody close by, you're not running very fast, you're not going by them quickly. It's hard to get past that. It's hard to break a tackle, quote unquote. Quick pass out to Maddie again. To the right, she nearly pulls it in, but just off the fingertips, that's going to be another incomplete pass. Pass was spot on, though. That was right in her breadbasket, but she was unable to bring it in. I think she saw the cupcake get into her fingers. She saw the end zone, and she drops the cupcake that was handed to her. That's going to bring up a 4th down. And about 9 yards to go. Vega with the play from Coach Manny. Just about a minute to go in this game. 4th down and about 9. Here's the snap. Blitz. Throws it deep and incomplete over the head of number 2 on Canyon View. And that's an incomplete pass. And that's going to bring a timeout to Canyon View. Canyon View's taking a timeout, most likely to just give this defensive set some reps tonight. That's the only reason why I would think he would call a timeout. There's the game's in the bag. The game is over, and it's gonna 48 seconds left. Canyon View's defense out there, again, stellar play tonight, putting up 6 points. Now they're switching to man, and the defense gets in there for the sack. And the clock's still rolling. That's Avi for the sack. Canyon View back in to zone play. Quarterback rolls out right. Tosses it to her receiver. Able to grab it. That's Sydney Hevesy, the junior. Clock is stopped again. Was that another timeout? That's another timeout. Canyon View timeout. Trying to get another rep in. Either that or they're just trying to get Desert Mountain to have more reps on their side too. Who knows? But this game is definitely in the bag. So these type of games for Canyon View, I know the coaches are anybody playing games like this, it's very frustrating at times because when you're playing a team that's not as good as you, it's hard to improve. This is definitely a game that they should be putting up 53 points. And but again, it's difficult to improve like this. If we could play, teams like Hamilton or Campo Verde, or top teams throughout the season, then you can get a lot better. Here comes the last play of the game. Most likely, they're bringing 3. Deep pass, almost grabs it in. Bella Aguirre. And we got an injury on the play. That's going to bring the athletic training group out there, check on that player. That stops the clock at 5 seconds. That was a deep pass, trying to get the deep ball in there, trying to get some type of play, just to boost your confidence for the next game. Canyon View coaches are just calling timeouts to get their players to have a few extra reps going into the next game. So this is their second game of the week. They don't have any more games this week. They played back-to-back. They played last night. They played tonight. And the defense and offense put up big numbers over the last 2 games. Looks like the player over there is up on her own 2 feet. That's Kathleen Comfort walking off. Looks like she's got a limp. Maybe it's a knee. Maybe she twisted her knee. But the athletic training crew has taken her off the field, and they're going to check her out over there on that side. So this is going to lead to most likely now. I know I thought it was the last play, but it wasn't. So it's a 4th down for Desert Mountain, the Wolves. Canyon View's in a prevent defense. They don't want anything long. They got to practice this as well. Nothing deep. Coach Mo doesn't want anything to go long. Got Mackenzie Pope back there deep. Really, this play doesn't mean anything. This play's all practice right now. And here's the snap. Last play of the game. She's trying to run, and she gets sacked easily back there in the backfield by Avi. That's going to do it for tonight's game. Canyon View 53, Desert Mountain 6 is the final score tonight. So that's another victory for Canyon View. That puts them at 7-1 overall, and the Wolves at 4-7 overall on the season. Next up for the Jaguars, they got a long road game to Lake Havasu. That's going to be on October 22nd, where they travel out to Lake Havasu, followed by Copper Canyon on the 29th, Willow Canyon on the 5th, which is senior night out here. Those of you who want to join senior night, that's going to be on November the 5th, where they play Willow Canyon. And then the much anticipated final game of the season is going to be versus Campo Verde at Campo Verde. That's going to be a game that's televised, and it's going to be commentated by the pros, Ron Wolfley and Jeff Pash. I think it's Jeff Pash. Mr. Pash. They're going to be commentating the game, and it's going to be aired on TV. So that should be something to look forward to. Coming up is that Campo Verde game. And looking to finish off the season strong. The next 3 games versus Havasu, Copper Canyon, and Willow Canyon, they have beat all 3 of those teams previously this season. So we're looking for some victories there. And then that Campo Verde game would be a great victory going into the state playoffs, which will begin after that. All right, so that's going to do it tonight. Canyon View 53, Desert Mountain 6. Thank you for joining us on the CBTV broadcast of girls flag football, varsity flag football. We will see you next time. Have a good evening and good night.